Wait, is there another continent apart from Eylinyad?
I don't know. I haven't done that far yet.
Okay.
I don't even know if Eylinyad...
Australia.
I haven't thought about that yet.
Eylinyad, there's Scotland Yard.
Right now you're in a very small portion of Eylinyad.
Eylinyad, Kalinyad, Elnyad, Eminyad.
Leginyad.
Okay.
Continental.
This shit is familiar.
Familiar.
This shit is familiar to you, man. You know exactly what this thing... You see a leg take shape, and then just in parts there's an arm. And
that leg.
part of the face. The face has a leather cap on it, wispy hair, and a top hat starts to form up, and then a suit starts to come through. You hear... Well, if it isn't Mr. Empathy going rogue right on cue.
I shoot him!
Make an attack roll.
It's gonna be 29.
Yeah, it misses because it's spectral. It just goes straight through. This looks to be like a hologram or something. But it goes straight through, hits the wall, and the back sticks in. The hit would have been very fatal to a normal person, but this doesn't seem that they're there at all. The figure takes shape fully, and it's a yellow version, and a very dapper version of that, of the same person standing in the room. This Fenax is dressed in a yellow suit, sports a top hat and a cane, and around his waist you see a couple scrolls and vials, and he just says, "Oh, there's others. Oh, these others." And he looks around at all of you.
Oh no, it's this guy. Bit like a different colour. What of him?
Completely ignores any of your quips. Blue, by the order of Prime himself, you are to be apprehended and reassimilated into the original for crimes against yourself. You and any relevant accessories to the grievance, henceforth of this bullshit, shall be scattered into the aether winds upon resistance with the full weight of Prime to come down on you.
I one-hand my sword so that I can still prepare Mage Hand.
He walks over to himself very sincerely and says, "Come back to us, Blue. You deserve some time to yourself." And then,
Blue, don't you do it!
Blue?
Blue's just...
Are you blue anymore? What's happening?
No, you ain't blue, you're Jimmy now.
He's fucking out of it, dude. He is so unbelievably terrified and frozen with fear that this is even happening.
When that happens, I go like, Vadok!
Yeah, I Mage Hand the crown.
Yeah, you pull the crown off. This doesn't seem to be a result of the crown. This is something within Blue himself. He's just standing there as you see, like, you look down a bit more at his feet, and you see like thicker yellow streaks just coming out of his feet. He's just petrified in fear. Yellow says, "Now normally I would not hesitate to set foot on this campus and take you there from there myself. However, since I'm the one assigned to this very specific task, I'm gonna take a bit of extra care, since you have resources."
Vadok's gonna try and grab Blue.
Yeah, go for it. Just a sleight of hand, man.
Sleight of hand.
Would it be a strength check?
He's restrained right now, / petrified, so you get advantage.
14.
Yeah, you move him, and then this, I don't know what to call it. It's just like yellow tethers. Yeah, it's just magical aether energy, and it's just attached to him, just pouring out of his being. You move him, and it's just still there. And Yellow just looks at him with just this blank expression and just says, "I'll be there real soon. Or not. I don't have that kind of luxury like you did." And he dissipates.
Oh no!
The room starts coming back all within to Blue. And the candles all light again.
Oh, he's Spider-Man!
And he just...
Who was that?
Phoenix Blue's still there?
Blue's
He's
still
not
there.
blue, but like...
And
I thought Blue Spider-Man away.
As the room goes back in, you see the blue just start to overtake his skin again. And he's like...
So the real Fenax is Mediterranean. Someone write that down. I'll write down.
What just happened?
That was Yellow.
It was.
Hey, what's yellow?
It was yellow.
They're not supposed to come here. He looks over at Madam. Madam's just like, I wasn't expecting that.
Why did he come?
We're in charge of very specific missions. Did you hear that? And,
Wait, that's the word you couldn't say. Mission.
No, that's the start of it. Let's do a test. What couldn't I say before that you wanted me to say? Prime?
Yes.
Prime came out of my mouth just then?
Yes.
Yep.
No, yellow.
Yellow?
Yellow prime.
No.
Where is Vadok's pride?
I haven't seen him in centuries. Take the school, find the artifacts, wait for contact.
Wait, artifacts, plural, so is there more? Do you have them?
I could assume so.
Wait. So that was your orders?
Yeah. Wait, you heard that?
Yeah.
Just then?
All of it.
Yeah, so that's what you're told to do. You're told to take the school, take the artifacts, and wait for orders.
Yeah. They haven't told me what they do.
Alright, so
But-
us getting this artifact for you wasn't to help separate you from Phanex. It was part of what you wanted.
No. I didn't know what they would do. I promise. Fucking Christ, I promise.
I'm gonna make an insight check.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Someone else should make an insight. 6.
I'm gonna allow the only other person is Chelsea because you brought it up.
19.
He's just like, I'm just working off what I got.
I believe you.
When I came here, I had every intention of carrying that out. And then I saw the school. How these people actually made me give a shit about all of this. I don't want to ascend anymore or do any of that garbage. I want to be here. We've made something beautiful.
Do you believe that you should be able to be left here to be in charge of the school, even though you cold-bloodedly murdered the person who was previously in charge of it?
Wait, what's your opinion
On
on all of this bullshit?
It's not out of the realm of what I've seen before, but I just didn't expect this. I've been around a while. Okay, so I've heard of someone called Phanex. If this is him, I've only ever heard of whispers of one.
One little thing that I remember, what you said, what now, Phanex, is ascension.
Oh yeah,
Does Prime want to ascend, or all of you ascending?
he wants to ascend. You know, you got like the guards.
Yes, I know about that stuff, Yondalla, you know.
Yeah, like Yondalla.
That's our thought.
How is Phanex trying to become a god?
He's been obsessed with like the mountain. The mountain has always been a concentrated gold mine of mana. Prime knows that, right? So, oh my god, I have to show you something.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
We need to go back to the mines.
We just oh my god.
As we're kind of like walking back as well, Vadok is kind of going to have a conversation with Turek.
So you understand now that yes, your colony and your tribe is important, but there are bigger things that we are trying to stop. We have every plan on defending you and everything, but sometimes there will be a greater good. For example, there are times when you will have to make sacrifices.
Aye, but before that, we should broker a deal right now between Jimmy and you and your colony.
Are you two willing to live in peace together?
Is there like a trade you'd like to do with him?
Okay, one condition, I do still want my crown.
What crap? No.
Wait. What about Jimmy? What does he think about that? They could be a protector of the artifact.
The thing I needed it for, I guess, in a way, I've done it, right?
I'm still confused as to what you did with it, besides see into the eternity of space and time.
It severed the link.
Oh, so you're separated now?
Hey, do you have that list of names?
What list? What?
Of names that you don't Phanex no more. You're your own person.
What would you like us to call you?
I called myself Jimmy all the time before, so I'm
Jimmy.
James.
Jimmy Blue?
Yeah,
JB?
The JB thing kind of
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
I'm gonna call you Jazz, man.
I'm just gonna call myself Blue. That's what I'm used to. Yeah.
Alright.
Goes back to Torak and he's like, if you promise me that, don't let that fall into any other hands. She's like, I don't plan on it. Don't worry. I'll take your word for it. I gotta start doing that.
Aye.
How many of you are there?
Green's dead.
Do we kill him?
No, Mavis did.
Spit it out.
I gotta say like 9?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Is that
gonna take
not
me
including you?
7 to 8 with me? Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, 7 to 8, not including me or Prime.
I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
That big blob man who wishes to die. I think I have an idea.
Old One Eye, yeah?
If we could go stop by Old One Eye, one, he might have some information about this. But two, I think I might have an idea of how to end his suffering.
Okay.
Who's coming with you?
Did you fart, Ben?
No.
Well, it's
Did you fart, Ben?
Did you fart and forget about it?
Well, he actually is thinking about that pretty hard.
Right, so everyone's going to One Eye.
Yeah, you guys head over to the Warlocks College.
Hey, One Eye.
Yeah, so I walk to One Eye, I pull out the crown, I show it to him and I say,
Can you tell me anything about this?
And the one eye widens a bit, and he's like, "Where did you find that?"
It was found inside a beholder, under the Anvil Mountains. We think that it may have something to do with the void. We have seen
void.
horrors unlike others.
May I join?
Why do you want to join us?
Basically. And he like points at Torak's crown.
That was a fantastic explanation
That's
of your
not much of an
intentions.
answer. You may have a way to kill you, so that I can end your suffering.
Death.
Vadok walks over to Chelsea, asks for the bag of devouring.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, I forgot I had this.
It just looks like a normal bag of holding.
Yeah.
It did that though.
Okay.
Let me have it.
And I walk up to Old One Eye. I hold out the bag and I say,
Place your hand inside this bag.
He puts his hand tentacle in. And it sits there for a second, and then you see it like starting to pull, and he's like, "Ooh." And he starts getting pulled into the bag. He's got no strength check that it can fucking
He's like,
make.
"I don't want
the
this."
bag opening's smaller than he is, so he gets stuck. And he's like, kind of like enveloping on himself a little bit, and he goes into the bag. It's swollen to the point where he is, like,
Oh, it's
and
like
then
a snake.
and then it goes.
Oh.
And then you hear from inside. And then like a little tentacle just comes back out.
I like croak.
Oh, you just put it back in?
Yeah, and like push the tentacle back in and just like tie it up and like put it away.
See
Okay.
see what he wants to say.
Yeah, okay, like I open the bag again,
Yeah, okay.
untie it, and like, yes.
Yeah, in the process of you doing that again, it goes. And then he like sticks another one back
Yeah,
out.
when it comes back out, I'm like,
Is this better or worse than what you were experiencing?
The pain is worse.
Oh. Well, I tried.
Alright, Chelsea grabs his tentacle.
The carry case is there, and points to like a little basket-looking harness thing.
I pick it up for you. Here, chuck it in.
It's like a papoose.
Berda, do you want to carry our new friend?
No.
Berda, carry the new friend. I love you.
Here you go, buddy.
Berda,
Your shoulders
I love
are so
you.
soft.
thank you.
Well, all right, this was not where I was expecting this to go, so I guess we head on.
Yeah?
It was a very creative idea. I liked it.
Yeah, the plot on him is too thick on the beak, boy.
yeah.
So are you heading out?
Hey, which way should we go?
JB leads you to the other side of the campus, and he's like, "I'll take you the way I know." And
If there's a fucking elevator there, Jorvik's gonna be fucking pissed.
so Madam hobbles over, and she goes, "How familiar are you with the area, JB?" And he goes, "If not the area itself, very nearby. That'll do. If there's anything down there, I won't be able to help as much in that situation because it's a fair bit of power for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of you."
10.
Oh.
It depends if you count the thing in a basket. Yeah.
Yeah, one eye.
Yeah.
I can only do 9, at best.
Well,
I think.
we maybe don't do it to yourself.
No, I think
Oh,
we
wait.
should just walk down then.
Wait,
You guys go over to his island again, and you start heading down the pathway. Over the next 3 hours, you get down to the first bit. Travel montage, talking time, doing whatever you want.
Any role playing you want to do, guys?
I just want to get to where the
Actually, whilst we're walking, I'm going to talk to Turak about the crown and say,
I understand that you really want this crown to stay with you,
Yes.
but you must know that this will be much, much safer in our hands. There are massive, massive threats out there, and as much as I respect you and your tribe, you cannot protect it as well as we can.
Persuasion.
21.
Ooh. She's like,
It's a good argument.
"I'll unfasten it when we get back."
No, you give me the whole cap.
No, this has got my goggles on it. I want to keep those at the very least. So,
I understand. You can do that.
these are
We
my
just-
workshop goggles.
We must hold on to this stone.
I understand, but I am upset.
Of course, I understand. We will make it up to you when we can. And if there ever comes a case where the stone is fine to be held by you, we will return it. But at this point, we can't risk it.
If you can send anyone our way to even have as an assistant workshop
Of
worker,
course.
and we can fortify ourselves here a bit more when we're down there, that would be ideal.
We will.
Okay. And yeah, she's agreed to unfasten that.
How's
The
how's Mammy looking? How you
Sorry.
looking?
How are you?
How am I looking? A little rough around the edges.
Still pale?
The fact that you
Yeah,
have to
it's
go back.
pale.
Been slowly thrown up?
Oh, it's just because he's sobered up as well.
I look
Yeah, his
so
withdrawals a little bit.
I look to Mammy and I see that and I turn to Chalice and be like, what do you think of all this?
Of the mountain.
What?
What?
Nah.
Of the mountain.
No, us, the situation we're in.
I don't trust it. I'm praying to Yondalla for guidance, but it feels like there's a big danger ahead of us that I just want to keep you all safe from. And if that means using that stone that we have, and just you lot are my top priority. I look after you. You're my family, so I just want to take care of you, and I want to take care of my followers at home, and that means going here and protecting them from Vanax and the others and whatever he's about to show us.
Hey, but are you willing to die?
I will die for you. I'll die for all of you,
Even Vadok.
especially Vadok.
I would die for you. All.
Chelsea, inspiration.
Thank you.
Have you already got it?
Aye.
I've got one mark there, but I think I just didn't rub it out. But
I failed once.
He's got a whiteboard one.
I failed once before. I failed once before with my family. I won't do that again for my new one.
You didn't have us then. We won't let that happen again.
we can do anything together. I think.
I think.
I'm pretty certain we can.
Aye.
Look, I'm like 85% sure we can do anything 100% of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What say you, Mammy?
Maybe looks up with a very like glazed over look. It's like, I'd lay down my life for you, all of you.
How old is you, Mammy?
19.
Is it 25 or something?
Basically 18, yeah.
You're a young little spud.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn from you guys.
Okay.
You guys have taught me a lot.
Torak's watching all of this, and she sheds a tear. And she's like, looks down, she's like, I gotta give up my rock. no, she's like, I'll talk to Moxie when I get back.
Is that goblin girl special to you?
Oh yeah, I can tell. You and that goblin girl. They're back.
Don't be rude about it.
It's just normal. It's
She like
natural.
It's
blushes.
natural. Yeah, I know how it is. Have you guys thought of following Yondalla?
No.
We'll talk about it when we get back. I've got an emissary there. Talk to him about it. It's fine. He can fill you in.
No, you've got a priest there.
A priest. He's all been ordained.
Like, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess Vadok kind of like, after all of this has gone on, he kind of like fastens his cloak of protection, adjusts his swords and stuff, and like readies and is like,
All right, Wayward Enterprise. Let's go kick some ass.
Before we head on, I just want to ask JB a question. It's like I walk up to JB, I'm like, so the yellow version of you, yeah, he said you'd committed crimes against the other versions of you.
Yeah,
What were those crimes?
mostly the school, probably. And,
Were you meant to burn down the school, or?
we were gonna take it and turn it into something else. And I convinced them to lay the plans into a later state. So whether they've accelerated it now that they've realized I'm not,
Well, what was the school gonna be?
they were gonna take it for themselves.
And like, to what?
Well, I was gonna have it as a, like, before I figured out what I wanted to do with it, but an outpost for Fenak's kind. And,
So it's gonna be like your own world, your own base.
yeah, like a fortress.
Why would they punish you for that?
For not doing that.
Oh, you didn't do that.
No, it's a school. I kept the school running. I fell in love with the school.
I've got maybe something you could do. Maybe you can make your students more, so people can get in.
Yeah, maybe.
But why do you do that?
The faculty and students, it was kind of an equilibrium thing. Also a bit of marketing, if when you release a product and you don't have enough of it and everybody wants it more, so they pre-order it and they line up outside. That's what happens here.
Control demand.
Yeah. I mean the waiting period is admittedly much more, but people do it.
Alright.
It's trying
And
to be
it's-
Nintendo.
We are the most prestigious magic school in the world as a result. I don't want to give that up.
Just make your enrollment a bit bigger for people. I think that's fair.
Look, I might think about upping the cap, but this system...
Don't advertise mentally.
Yeah, that's unethical.
Yeah, no, I had a chat with Madam earlier, and she that's what made me stop.
Right.
Maybe at the very least, if you want to keep demand up, just get rid of the curse that permanently and forever expels all of your students if someone else comes inside the walls.
Maybe more of an admin system up the guards.
Yeah, it's usually just like a table with some names in it works pretty good.
Okay. Well, I guess I was going off the old system. Maybe some new changes.
Yeah,
would work.
innovate.
Yeah, innovate.
Yeah, ask these guys about business. They do a
Innovate,
really
not
good job.
discriminate.
Right, we run
Yeah,
a
we run
very great business.
I might come and meet with you after that then.
Sure.
About what are you guys doing and what do I do?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have like 300 students, maybe they need some transportation.
Hey, we do a transportation
You got any
business.
No, this is arcane. This ain't nature bullshit.
Maybe your
Never mind.
maybe your school could use a
Sorry, that was insensitive. But
That's okay.
yeah.
Maybe your school could use a Druber Express to get there at the start of school term.
It's a bit hard to get up here. If we could get some flying things going 2 and 4, that might be a bit better for the pilgrims and the shop owners. Is that tiefling with you as well? I noticed he
forgot all about Cromwell. He owes us money.
I noticed he rocked up around the time you guys did and started selling things. Everyone's vomiting in toilets and taking really long breaks at the moment.
No, we don't know who he is.
No, it's not a problem. It's just things I've noticed.
We know him, but he's not one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just an opportunist.
Oh, yeah. Who isn't?
This guy.
This guy. Yeah, Mammy's not an opportunist. He creates his own opportunities. He's a go-getter.
And a job creator.
Yeah.
By the sound of it.
He's a young entrepreneur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're at the mines.
Hey, where else are you where else are you taking us?
Okay, we go to the bottom, and it's kind of near their area, and then I've set up a bit of a
It's like goddamn beholder pool.
beholder pool. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, great. The beholder pool.
Yeah, behind I've set up a thing that nobody can even detect it through magical means.
So if they can't detect it through magical means, can I just detect it through my ranger means?
I mean, how much of a
How did you roll?
how many explosives do you have? Do you have heavy mining equipment?
Yes.
I put it behind a lot of stuff.
No, I'm just a dwarf.
Oh, then no chance at all.
Brendan was like, "You got any heavy mining equipment?" And I said, "Yes." He was like, "Yeah, I got 2 pickaxes." And I said, "We have a mech."
Giant.
All right. Well, should we let Turok lead the way?
Okay, let's go find the mine carts and go down the quick way.
All right. We fast forward to that.
PB, PJ, peanut butter.
JB,
yeah. Is this super urgent? Should we take a little nap beforehand? Should we recuperate, energize after our little travel down here, or is it very urgent? Should we...
Right now we're on the timer of what yellow feels like is good.
So we don't
then-
know. So
The last thing he said before he left was, "I'll be there real soon," or not. I don't have that kind of luxury like you, referring to JB.
Yeah.
Minecarts are up.
hey, Gurag,
How?
that's enough.
I've been doing really good with this stuff. You want to see the notes it gave me, though?
Yes, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're a bit out of hurry right now.
What?
But on the way back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
Show your friends. Just show it around to everybody.
Yeah, they told me to go away a lot.
As everyone
no,
moves
that's okay.
on.
You just gotta
Gotta keep at it.
Yeah, just keep at it.
So,
don't,
like,
don't be
just-
too pushy, but just
So like
convince
drop it
them
in
slowly.
casual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be casual about it. Remember, be chill.
It's a
Remember,
little
be chill.
fucking kink.
Okay, so like.
And if someone's not open to it, you obviously can't force them to be open to it. So,
So
you
when
know,
I'm
you
around the
just-
cook
you
part,
just
they're
find
like,
someone
that's
else.
really cool, like Yondalla.
Yeah.
Like that.
You'll always find someone who's open and willing to new experiences. You just gotta look. If you can't find them, then you just move on to the next person.
I may have to apologize to some people.
Yeah, maybe go
Aye.
do. Yeah.
I didn't have-
Wait. You zip up your fucking flag.
Oh no, gross! No, this was just after I peed.
On who?
Oh, that was. You and I pressed that exactly the same. You done the audio? You go?
That was like a moan than a yawn.